Hi everybody, it's Mom. Back with poor light. Lord, I'm trying, but it's difficult. So anyways, I'm back with a continuation of a reading that I didn't get to finish because I got to the intuitive part and then the camera kicked out, and then I wasn't able. I tried to load what I had. At least I thought, well, at least I'll put up what I have, and I tried to load that 5 times last night. And by the end of the night, it was morning, and I worked all the way into 11 o'clock this morning, and I couldn't actually see. Even with my glasses, I couldn't read anymore, anything. So I'm hoping that with God and Goddess grace, that I'll be able to tie this all in together for you. Now, yesterday, in the previous video, you can check it out, and I'll put a link up here, I guess. Um, yeah, I'll put a link up here or down here for you guys for the previous video, so that you can maybe feel like if you want to, you can go over and watch that first, and then this will make a little more sense. But we'll start at the beginning, I guess. Hi, my name is Lisa Love. My earth name is Lisa Love. What's yours? My name's Mom, and we're gonna call this show Just Ask Mom, I guess, and or Go Ask Mom or something like that. Actually, leave a comment below as to what you think this particular intuitive oracle message portal should be called, and that'll be fun to see all the different names that y'all come up with. So I'm excited I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm scared, and I'm excited, and I've actually had so many interruptions trying to get this out to you. So against all odds, and with my stage fright and everything else, I'm I'm feeling very divinely guided. So as scared as I am, I feel like someone else is driving this car right now. I feel like in a strange way Jesus has my wheel. And I'm massively open to that. And whether you're religious or not, what's going on here right now transcends all religions, all sects, all everything. It's above and including all of it, not discounting one person's thought, because they all matter and you all matter. And um, that's what we're here for. We're here to remind each other that we matter. Um, so, I didn't want you to feel abandoned or think that I was running away. I did think about it, but I don't want to. Anyways, Spirit, God, Goddess, my guides, my way showers are with us now, and they have some messages for you. When I started this particular part of my channel 3 days ago, Thursday, 3 days ago, Thursday, I didn't really, I was compelled by Spirit to do this. They have some messages for you when I was meditating. And one of those messages, I'm a musician and I'm a writer and I'm sort of a singer, a little bit of a songbird. It helps me try and get the words out, and it's nice, and they seem to come in spiritually as well from many different avenues. I'm an intuitive reader, so I read in pictures, I read in sounds, I read in words, through words, dissecting words and playing, and they really work with me. And in times like this, when they're absolutely here, they work with me hard, and it's strange because it wears me out, but it gives me incredible energy at the same time. Anyways, this light's not so good, eh? I'm going to try and help make it a little bit better. The LED thingy here that I have, it's really cool. I won't blind you, but there's 13 of them, and it hooks into the computer, into one of the ports, and but the little thing on it is it's little snake thing that makes it go whichever way you want is and it blinds me if I have it where it needs to be. Is that better? Can you see? Okay. I can't, I'm not going to be able to see what you can see when we watch this together for the first time. So what it looks like right now is never what it looks like when we're in the editing room or wherever we are. Yeah, so anyways, the deck that we're using today and that we have been, and it's a series of the last 3 days, I have pulled four cards, and they all strangely, they go together, not strangely, but divinely, and it's beautiful. So the oracle deck that we're using today is called The Fairy Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth. So a lot of you are familiar with this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book, work of art, and life journey that they've shared the underworld with us. They've shared the roots. They've shared underneath. They've shared what goes on in the little workshops around the roots of our trees and our plants. And especially this time of year when we think that things are not there, that's when they're most at work. Preparing, just like Santa's elves are up there preparing that orchestra of that symphony, and every musician in that symphony is doing their special music to make the song of the season come alive for each and every one of you the way you wished it to be, believe it or not. And so watch the video before, and it talks a little bit about wishing and how that can be detrimental, how wishing can stop your wish, because by wishing you're saying that the angels aren't working for you already, that if you've wished it twice, it's like sending 2 emails to the same office, and if they've already sent a team out to make that happen for you, however fast or slow divine timing is going to take, then you're supposed to have faith that that office got it, that you didn't give it to, say, and I don't want to start this isn't a political channel, and I'm not going to bring dark energy into it, but I did want to just sort of parallel it, as above so below, that it's a very well run, tight ship, amazing band that works up there, an amazing conductor that conducts the orchestra of all of your dreams and wishes. So many of your dreams and wishes you all forgot. We all did. We've all forgotten so many of them. Why we get together sometimes, around a table or at a bar, or at a family supper, or any time, or just sitting there by yourself thinking, geez, when I was a little girl, I wanted to do the can like a can and so all those little dreams were heard. And this little guy here, the retriever, Ilb, the retriever, showed up in on the bottom of the very first intention of asking Spirit to use me as a microphone portal to translate and convey the messages that Spirit wants. The collective energies, and that's all of you collectively, together to hear for what's going on in the universe, on Earth, and in the 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and D and up. Okay, it goes pretty far up there, but we'll just stick with 9 for now. Ilb the retriever is a beautiful, beautiful dog, and as much as he likes to hide your keys and makes really good deals with the cat and him got along really good, so he'll be the spirit that talks your cat into running off and tee with your things, and when you go, hey, and they're all like, what, who, me? But he's also the one that knows exactly where they are, and though he plays the little games with you, it's in an effort to help you to become more organized in the future. And so that's his job, but his other job is massively huge, and he's so loyal. He is the keeper and the holder of all of your hopes and your dreams. And so he is here to remind you of those hopes and dreams and to let you know that now, because you're watching this, this is for you. If it doesn't resonate with you, then just discard it. As always, obviously, just take in what you feel works for you, and the rest leave it open for those that do receive it, and it is therefore divinely guided for them. Allow them that grace to have this time in peace, to listen kindly, I guess. That's what I'm saying. No trollers. Just kidding. Bring it on. I'm all right. Okay. I'm all right. And you're all right. I'm okay. You're okay. Right? And we're going to get through this together. So, he holds your hopes and dreams. He offers them to you. Can you see him with his little, he's holding that ball. You see that ball? It's full of your hopes, your dreams, from the beginning of your hopes and your dreams. And he's here to remind you that now just might be, and he's suggesting that it is the time that you revisit those. And with Mercury had just gone into retrograde in the last 3 days, and will be there for a few weeks to come. This is a very fitting card to come out because he retrieves lost things, holds on to things you thought you lost. So they're not really lost. They're there. And he waits for a time when you are ready. Not when Spirit's ready for you to do them or to have them, but when you are ready. Because you see, Spirit actually works for you, not the other way around. Because you are Spirit. You are divinely guided. You are. If you fight that, that's, kind of got to let your kids go and let them meet people and have problems in order to learn how to solve them better next time, or so it was really cool that the retriever showed up. The next card that showed up the very next day was, and what I did was I didn't ask. Okay, like a lot of times, and sometimes, and possibly in the future, I will be asking for you for different signs, or for zodiac signs, or for different reasons, or for, if we'll do a Q&A, and we'll do specific questions and answers for you. But this is a general reading. This might not resonate with everybody, and it's not. This is for everybody. How you receive it is entirely personal, and there's no expectations of how I expect you to receive any of this. Okay? I just hope that you enjoy yourself. That's all. And so I wanted to give a chance to explain the cards that I had pulled in the last video, or had showed you. So as a musician, as a writer, I don't always have the flow. I don't always feel like, sometimes I'll pick up the guitar and all of a sudden, it doesn't matter what I do, the darn thing sounds out of tune. And I kind of feel like someone's messing with me. And maybe they are. Maybe they're saying, hey, you haven't slept in a long time. Why don't you just have something to eat and go to bed, kind of thing. Messages, and whether you call that your inner guides, your helpers, your intuition, God, angels, definitely angels. Try not to give your angels too many reasons to drink. The next card that came up in the reading was, or in the pull, was this gorgeous card called the Singer of Courage. And it's really appropriate that these two are together, because in the journey of life, we don't... Okay, well, we'll just put this one here for now then. In the journey of life, we don't actually... isn't he gorgeous? I just think he's gorgeous. He looks like a couple of beautiful friends of mine. Here, maybe we'll put him up here. Is that... No, see, he needs to be taller. We're working on this. I'm going to get a really nice little setup here that works for you guys and me too. Because it's kind of hard to crunch myself into this little spot. The next card that came up was the Singer. And the Singers of the Realm are a beautiful group that have very special angel messages for you. The Singer of Courage. Can you see? As grounded and exaltated at the same time. Remember your dreams. Most times I've found in life that when I are wanting, when I feel like I'm missing something and I need something, you know, if you feel like you can't find love, or you can't find money, or you can't find that place, or you can't find your true love, it isn't the thing that it's not because the thing you're looking for, the tangible thing you're looking for, whether it's a candle, a Christmas present, a person, it doesn't matter what it is. As long, if it's tangible, if it's earthly, if it belongs to earth, if you can hold on to it for a time, but not forever, it's a thing. And if you want something or you can't find something, it's not because it's not findable, and it's not because you're not a good hunter. It's because you've lost not the thing or the ability to go get it. It's because you've lost the courage to find the way to go get it. And that is what the retriever is here to tell you, tell all of us, to remind us that those things that we think are unattainable, lost forever, gone, are only out of our reach because we don't and haven't reached out to receive them. And there's a big difference between reaching out to receive something and sitting there waiting for it to come to you. Okay. So I thought that that was very beautiful and that they belonged together. And I'm going to try really quickly here, if I can, to read the meaning of the Singer of Courage. Okay, so bear with me. Well, I haven't done this, I haven't read to anybody out loud since I did this for the children. So let's see if it's bright enough that I can see. I'll do it like this. We're camping. In the blanket fort, we're reading. Okay. So, like, if I nudge the computer, it backlights it for me a bit. There, that's better. Okay. The Singer of Courage. Bravery, sublimation of fear, and moral strength are the angel's attributes and what she wants you to think about. In an overall energy, while you go through every trial and tribulation, the candles that you see here lit are lit for everybody in every sector of the world, in every little pocket of the world, going through trauma and having an absolutely difficult time right now. California, Indonesia, pockets of Canada, every continent and every country in the world is suffering in its own way. And that doesn't make this a horrible place. It means, wow, are we learning fast? We're learning to find gratitude when all the things are gone. Courage never leaves, just like the retriever never forgets to watch over your stuff. He's your dog. Right? He's your spirit dog. Everybody has one, even if you're a cat person. And he likes cats. They get along really good with him. They're buddies and partners in crime is what they are. But he has to have his playtime too, right? And he doesn't always want to just sit and talk to you and tell you and show you and say, here's your dreams, here's your dreams. What about your dreams? What about your dreams? Because Spirit and God and Goddess, they aren't like that. Your angels are not pushy like that. They understand that. Someone once said to me, sometimes the universe goes slow. And I was impatient at that time, so I was, but boy, was that friend very, very correct. And thank goodness it goes slow sometimes too. Thank goodness it goes in just perfect timing, though we can't see it all the time. It's always perfect timing, and in retrospect, we usually are are thankful. People that have lost their children, people that have lost loved ones, people untimely losses, like what's going on right now in California. Things you can't even prepare for. So you can't. There's no blame. It's not like, oh God, and we wanna blame God, and we want to blame forces beyond the earth for the things that have happened down here, and we also want to blame down here. I like the school of thought that it's possible, quite possible. And I'll talk more about this maybe in another video, but when my son had cancer, and he survived it, but he had leukemia and spent his 15th and 16th year of his birthdays in the hospital fighting for his life. I had an opportunity at that time to pray to Jesus, pray to God, pray to Allah, pray to anybody and everybody and all of them. And that would be a little bit much, because if everybody got the same email in there on their desk and everybody started working at the same problem, then it's like almost too many cooks in the stew. What I'm trying to say is I did not ask God. I didn't blame God. I didn't damn the devil. I did, strangely, just strangely, I was on my knees. I was on my knees and I was talking to the man, but I wasn't just talking to him. I had just written a song that I thought my father did, but it was a song called I Never Kicked the Devil Without His Brother's Helping Hand. And I do believe that as we are two people inside one, not two people, but we are twins inside of ourselves. Because as above is reflected below, and vice versa. And God and the devil, they're brothers, they're twin flames, they're twins. And they actually need each other. Like water needs a rock to go around. Right? Fire needs water, water needs fire. Two of them together make food, make water, make warm, make life, make stuff. The possibilities are endless. So someone once said that courage is not the absence of fear, but that which enables us to experience fear and not be stopped by it. It also is what enables us to do what we believe to be right, even when there's a pressure from others around us to do otherwise. It's what enables us to go ahead into the unknown, or the perilous. Sorry. It's what enables us to go ahead into the unknown, into the perilous, where there are no guarantees of safety or security. In our lives, we are often, even constantly, confronted with a new world, a new way of being in the world, a new way of seeing and being seen. Ordinary living takes courage. We all know that. And to rise above the ordinary into the extraordinary takes even more courage. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let the energy of the fear itself power the action. That is true courage. I'm going to read that line once more. One of the keys to courage is to consider the fear and find a way to let the energy of the fear itself power the action. Okay. That is true courage. Often people think of courage as being part of a high heroism. It is. But it also has its quiet, hidden side as well. And that may require greater courage, because we cannot expect the rewards of praise and approval for it. For example, no courage is needed to be unhappy or self-pitying. We do not need to be self-disciplined or wise for that. However, to open our hearts to the risk and vulnerability of joy and trust requires all of those things, especially courage. Within each of us, there is the terrified inner mouse. And there is the brave inner hero. Either part of us can take over from the other. We get to choose which is in charge. The mouse is a magician with only one trick. It can cast an illusion that is as big as an elephant. Then fear nearly overwhelms us, but we still have choice. Learning to live with and manage the reactive animal within involves transforming emotions like rage and fear into courage through self-discipline and the help of the singer of courage. And that is you. But we forget that it is us. That it is us. It is innately in every single one of us. But life is hard. Life takes the mickey out of you. You know, there's a lot of sayings that'll come to mind. The old school of thought, you know, and it's neat how through in tradition and in dumping some of that karmic stuff that they don't want us to continue. Some of our ancestors don't want us to continue the tradition that we think they want us to continue. Some of them want to come down here and tell us that they were wrong, or that they weren't so much wrong, but if they could do it again, they would do it a little differently, and they would do it a certain way. And I believe that they come down here all the time, and that when a child has a great idea and we stifle it, it actually might be the idea that Gramps or Grandma was trying to let come out once and for all, finally, their chance, you know. And you don't have to have children for this bloodline to come down and send beautiful messages through your children. You touch people, and we're all each other's children. I know that sounds weird. That makes us pretty incestual. But isn't that what how we started? We have to be. We're all cousins. Many removed, but never gone. So, let me see. Definitely these are not the glasses, although it's easier to see you guys. It's not easier to read. So I need, you know what my dad used to do, and I might do this here. Watch this. Go like this. Often I'd find my dad like this. He'd have his reading glasses, his seeing glasses, his faraway glasses, and there's my bifocals. Right? They don't even look that bad, but this is my dad coming through for us, and he's chuckling up there. I know it. Learning to live with and manage the reactive animal within each of us, ourselves, involves transforming emotions like rage and fear into courage through self-discipline and the help of the singer of courage inside each and every one of us. And we got to muster that up. Most people have decided by the age of 3 or 4 what they must do in order to survive. From this decision, this belief about how the world is, most of our fears and self-limitations grow. Have we the courage to discover and break through these limiting beliefs? awaken to the greater possibilities and go for our objectives? Yes, we do. Kangaroo court. Yup. Sorry. Summer camp. We'll talk about that too. There's so much more to come. Spirit's really excited, and you can see it through me. I'm very excited too, to be able to bring these messages to you. They're really important. And against all odds, come hell or high water, come Mercury retrograde, Venus direct, Pluto in Pisces, Mars freaking out. Everybody's like, ah. It's okay. Some of our planets are really coming home. Like, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna be okay. That's what Mom's supposed to say, but you know what? It's true. They don't say it just to make you feel good. They say it because they feel it. They feel it deep inside them, and not on an immediate now. It's the, do you want a marshmallow, one marshmallow now, or can you wait for a whole bag later? And there's two kinds of people. There's tantrum, I want it now, or why can't I have the whole bag now? Because you can't skip steps on the ladder. You just can't. You have to go back down and fix it for the person coming behind you, so you don't get to the top faster. If you just skip it and go up there, you'll be sent back down going, what did you fix? Was everything okay on the way up? And we used to do that kayaking, right? First pilot boat would go down, right? Or in the river, any river, the first pilot boat goes down, assesses the situation, and then comes back and tells everybody, does what they can on the way back or on the way there, and while they're there, they do what they can. They clear the area, or they come back, get help, and they go back and clear the area, so that, and then they move forward, and then they go and they do the same all the way down the road until the entire path. Snow push. Everybody does that. That's what we do, right? And we would do that for our children. Why don't we do that for ourselves? Why did we forget the very first child? Ilv is here to remind us that he didn't forget about us, and that God didn't forget about you, and Spirit didn't forget about you, and Santa, and all the things, all the tangible things that you want. That's not really what you want. You want the courage to go get those things. As soon as you have courage, it makes it easy. It doesn't mean it isn't scary. It doesn't mean you're not afraid. It doesn't mean you're not worried and wowed about what would happen. But it means that you trust that whatever will happen will be because it's meant for you. Even the hard times, those mountains that you climbed or skied or dug or whatever, when you look back on that, you're proud of yourself for that, aren't you? You're like, wow. Even if you fucked up and excuse me, but this is a real life